Okay, don't go anywhere yet. Something special for you tonight. You're muted now. It takes a lot to lead in this ministry. I've been youth pastor here now for almost 8 years, which is insane to me because it seems like 50 years ago. But I'm not that old, so it's not possible that was 50 years ago. But it's amazing like how much can happen in such a short period of time. And for all of our leaders, our adult leaders, they pour in so much of their time, their energy. There are tears shed for you guys. Hours are spent in prayer for you guys. You guys are cared about. You guys are appreciated. You guys are loved. And the reason is because we want to make disciples who make disciples. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to put on a show because we don't put on a good enough show to be here to be put on a show. We're here to do one thing. I love you, Eddie. It's just not a show, and I love that song. But we're here. We're here to do something. We're here to make disciples that make disciples. But part of discipleship, it's not just us who reach down to those who are younger and make disciples. There's peer discipleship that happens too, where there are people recognized in the midst of the youth ministry who have a heart and a desire to make disciples within that youth ministry. And so we, over the years, have had student leaders who exemplify the same heart of discipleship that this ministry is all about, where we can look at them and we can look to you and we can point you and we can say, follow that person as they follow Jesus. That's what it means to be a disciple who makes disciples, where we can say, follow them as they follow Jesus. And so what we want to do is we want to present to you guys someone that today will be announced as a student leader, where we can point to you, or we can point you to them, to say to this person, follow them as they follow Jesus. And so I'm going to call this person up, and then we're going to surround them and we're going to pray for them. Okay? I'm going to present to you our newest student leader, and that's Arianna.
Where'd you get that?
That was awesome. So, Arianna is our newest student leader. That means that this is not just a thing. Actually, we agonize over student leaders. We do. We agonize over them. We discuss it. We talk about it. We are like, oh, is this right? Is this not right? We committed to prayer. This has been a process that has lasted months. And it's probably felt like it's lasted years. But it's lasted months. It's lasted months. But this is the right time for this. And so we are going to officially not only announce her as a student leader, but we want to pray God's blessing over her. So I'm going to call everyone closer. Let's come closer. Surround her. Surround her. Appropriately lay a hand on her if you want to. Closer. Appropriately. All right? And here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I know we have our discipleship groups which have to meet, but before our discipleship groups meet, we're gonna take as much time as we need to pray for Arianna. This prayer needs to come not only from the leaders, but from the students, because Arianna, as a student leader, is your peer, and so your prayers for her are just as important as our prayers for her are. And so we're gonna just spend this time to pray for her. So I'm gonna invite anyone who wants to pray. When I get the sense that we're done, I'll close. All right? So if you feel a pocket of time where there's some silence, fill it if you want to, if you feel God's going to do that, okay? So somebody can start us, and I will close us out. Anyone who wants to, just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Who's that?
That's Dakota. You want to start us out?
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Dakota. And then anyone else can fill in.
Okay. Dear Lord, we just want to say that we're blessed to have
just gonna bless her with that chance of being student leader. And in Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Dear Lord, we just thank you so much for the amazing human that you just have put into our lives, God. We are just so grateful and so blessed to have Ari, here just to watch her grow, and now for her to, be here and watch others grow and help them on their walk with Christ and being a student leader, God. And so I just pray over her and her journey and everyone's lives that she's gonna touch, God. I just pray over them and her, and that she can just work your will, God, and do miracles through you.
Dear God, I just thank you for Ari, God. I thank you that for who she is, God, that she's willing to be herself. I thank you, God, for the gifts you've given her, God, to be a leader, God. I pray we can all walk alongside her, God, support her, hold up her arms, God, for her when she's needing to rest, God, that we can just pray for her, God, that we can just rejoice in her being a leader, God, and I just thank you, God, for who she is and who you are in her, God. Amen.
Lord, I thank you for raising up Arianna as a leader. You knew she was going to be in the spotlight before we were. And I just ask that you fill her with your spirit, and it will bubble out of her and bubble onto others as she reflects you in all she says and does.
Father God, I pray that you give Ari the courage to use her talents that you've given her to bless this youth group.
Yes.
Dear Lord God, I pray that you would help equip Ari now that she's the student leader, that you can equip her in the good times and in the bad times, and that she will know that you're always there to support her.
Dear Lord God, I just pray for Arianna, that as a student leader, she can be responsible, she can be a role model to others, and God, that you just bless her during her journey as a Christian. Amen.
Well, Lord, we all stand around her, laying hands on her in active commissioning. We commission here Arianna with the not just the title. We don't commission with the title of student leader. We commission here with the mantle of student leader. May she walk in the power of the Holy Spirit. God, may she be anointed, God, to make disciples who make disciples, Father. I pray, Father, that she would grow more deeply in love with you every day. That she would feast on your word, God. I pray, Father, just a prayer of thanksgiving right now, because what you set in motion here in this ministry, you've been doing for a long time, thousands of years, God. And it's a privilege to be part of that work. And I pray for Arianna's part in that work, that you would use her, and that there would be fruit, 30, 60, 100-fold, that she would operate in the gifts of the Spirit in a way that even blows her mind. Lord God, that there be no man-made barrier, societal pressure, or construct that would stand in her way. That the enemy himself would not have a foothold in her life or be able to overpower her in any way, but she would walk in the victory that Jesus Christ gained on that cross when the Satan's head was crushed, when he rose from the dead. I pray she would walk in the power of the resurrected Jesus Christ as she serves here. We pray these things, God, in full expectancy of the fact that you will fulfill your promises and that you will accomplish your perfect and pleasing will. So we commend her to your will here as a student leader in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, why don't we go to our discipleship room? If you don't know where you're supposed to go, ask me.
Arianna.
Hey, Ori.
One moment. I left something outside. I left something outside on the
Okay.
front.
Hey,